विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम ओम नारायण नारायण। ಫಿಫ್ತ್ 21 ಫಿಫ್ತ್ 21 ಫೋರ್ತ್ ನಂತರ ಚೇತೋಮುಖ ಪ್ರಾಜ್ಞಾ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್. ಓಕೆ. ಯತ್ ಪುನಃ ಪೃಚ್ಛಸಿ ಅಗೇನ್ the disciples' question, taking the disciples' question on about prajna. We were discussing about prajna. Prajna is, yesterday we told he is a sarvajna and he is Ishvara. Sushupti swarupa prajna is Ishvara. Ishvara means he is the cause of the universe, the entire waking state. He is the sustainer. He is a cause of it, sustainer of it, and also he is the basis in which the entire waking state dissolves. So that way he is an Ishvara. He is not only the cause of it, he is a sustainer. He is a sustainer of the world, not by staying outside. See, this is a very strange thing. Certain theologies talk of God existing elsewhere, away from the world, yet he supports the world and sustains the world. Therefore, it is impossible. God who lives away from the world, how can he protect? He may see it from a distance, but he can't form the basis of it. He can't know many details of it. And there you can see the concept of the theology of God is such that the God is all imagined by human being alone, with all human weaknesses, human thoughts, human evil, human wickedness, everything they imagine in God. Therefore, it is the vision of God. In the vision of God, understanding God is different from imagining God. You may imagine, but if you imagine out of all your human weaknesses only. All your human weaknesses alone you imagine there. It looks, in India we laugh at such gods, such prophets. I think we only see such people. We have such prophets in our villages. You know what they do? We find such fellows, we give them good beating to such people. In Indian villages, we find such prophets, we'll only beat such people. And that fellow will be, next day will be okay. That's what we do. But those fellows have been worshipped by great scientists, thinkers. Oh my God. I think whole world has gone mad. So you keep on protecting it. This shows the utter foolishness of people. When people cannot think, he himself becomes a devil. And his God is another devil only. That's what is happening, you can see. They say that God you should not question. Is there any sense? That's why it looks an atheist is better than these religions, these prophets. Therefore, simple thing is, a God who is away from the world, cannot sustain the world, cannot understand the world. We say God is, Ishvara is both Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. Nimitta means he is an intelligent cause and a material cause. That means he is a maker and a material. In short, in simple words, he is the material and he is a maker. We have got a lot of discussion. The beginning book of Tarka Shastra. For to learn philosophy, the preliminary book of Tarka Shastra. Any traditional teaching, even a small boy learns from this. Basic simple thing, Tarka Sangraha is a preliminary book for the school boys. Traditional school boys in Gurukula, that any production, Any effect is produced from two things. Like take a pot, you produce a pot, you require a pot maker, you require the clay as a material to make the pot. You require a clay which is a material, and the pot maker, both are required. And his knowledge and his capacity, he needs certain other secondary instruments to use to turn the clay into pot, to shape the clay into a pot. So similarly, based upon this common event, we have to understand the maker of the whole world. He should be a maker, and then what material he makes out of it. In India also there are various schools. In all the schools, God is maker, but in all the schools except there is a material from which he makes the world. Okay, a maker and material. But the material happen to be some Prakriti, we call it. Prakriti means this matter. So the matter in its original shape it was, and he shapes from this the worldly objects. But in certain theologies, God makes the world out of nothing. That means there is two things are involved. He doesn't need a matter. If there is no matter, where do they stand? If there is no matter, where do they stand? And the second thing is, then if maker and material are two separate, if maker and material are separate, so the product produced object, the product will remain with the material. Wherever the material, there the product is. We generally give this example. Pot maker makes a pot from the clay. After pot is made, you sell the pot, he sells the pot. Somebody buys the pot and take it to his home. So where will the pot be? With the material cause or intelligent cause? With the maker or material? So the material goes with the pot, but maker sits at his home. Maker won't go with the pot. Maker won't go with the pot. So similarly, if material is out of nothing, the world will disappear into nothing only. But how can you make out of nothing? You generally see a pot is, if a pot is a mud pot, clay pot, you can see the clay as its content. If it is a plastic pot, you can see the plastic as its content. If it is a metallic pot, you can see the metal. If it is an iron or what you say, any iron or any other metal, you can see the steel or iron, you can see the material. If a thing is made out of plastic, you see the content material plastic there. If it is nothing, do you see that this is nothing? Its material is nothing. Do you see nothing as a material? How can you make anything of nothing? I don't know how can they think of this thing. Then he is not material and he remains away from the world, because it is very clear, maker is something, material is something separate. But material itself doesn't exist. But if you ask question, you are not supposed to ask question. It is definitely devil. There is no God in it. There is only devil, and all 100% devil only. Devil means no thinking. Ignorance, thoughtlessness, ego is the devil. What else is? Ego, thoughtlessness is devil only. That alone creates such God. Therefore, you see how much of destruction, terrible destruction. You kill people, destroy people, murder, rape, everything they do. And with a clean conscience, because our God have made me to do that. They do it and they comfortably sleep. They don't feel guilty. At least being an atheist as a common man, you feel guilty for doing mischief. But these people, because they believe in God, that's why what we understand from their God is, the God can do only one thing. It allows you, encourages you all evil work and gives you a clean conscience so that you can do without any guilt, you can perpetrate any evil, any destruction. But remain very clean conscience. Because conscience doesn't prick you, because God helped you, God asked you to do that. You don't feel any conscience. You kill anybody. And say that this is a civilization, greatness, all intellectuals of all over the world think of it and praise it. We would have thrown the books long before into dustbin. And then all the fellow who subscribe to such people, whether they are prophets or ordinary people, we would have beaten them long before. Illiterates are better than them, I tell you. Illiterates are better. Indian very illiterate villagers, rustics are much better than this so-called God. It's a terrible fellows. Terrorists themselves are prophets. Terrorists came from, nobody has eyes, nobody has brain. And these fellows follow them. What else can you expect? I see these politicians, these so-called intellectuals have been defending it. India is no less. Indian intellectuals, Indian politicians also doing the same mischief. They too have been defending. All religions are same is one fake narrative going on in India. Started by our gurus only. One great guru. In India, he started all religions are same. So all India is suffering from it. I don't know where we will reach after this. It's very difficult. First thing, any subject you discuss, this also you discuss. Any subject we discuss, this is also discussed. If basic common sense, it goes against common sense, still you are not supposed to question. What kind of religion is it? Leave about religion. What kind of people are they who follow such a religion? Or who follow such prophets and call them prophets? We call them most barbarians they are. We pity such people. We pity such people. Therefore, simple preliminary book, a small book, small boy learns beginning that any production requires a material cause and a maker. Now, but here in Ishvara, in worldly productions, maker is different from material. This is how we start. In worldly production, maker is different from material. Unlike that, the creation of the world, maker and material are one. That is the thing. Maker and material are one. All Upanishads, all Vedas say God himself appears as the world. He himself spreads as a world. So therefore he is all pervasive. Two things. So when maker and material are one, two things are established. Two facts. One is he is all pervasive. Every object, he is the truth of every object. He is the truth of every object, good and bad and hard and soft and everything. Stone and water and all elements in nature. He is the truth. He is not the apparent thing. He is the truth of everything. He is the basis of all material world. He is the Antaratma. He is the inner soul of all the people. Inner Atma, inner self of all jivas. All jivas. So Antaratma, Sarva Vyapaka. These two are missing in those religions. Antaratma and Sarva Vyapaka. These two are missing. And in all our Indian religions, these religions means Indian various traditions, let us say. Various philosophies, various traditions. These two are inevitably found. He is an inner self, Antaryami, and Sarva Vyapaka. He is all pervasive in the world. He is an Antaryami. He is a truth of your soul, yourself also. When he is truth, he remains behind your mind. He always guides you. So he checks your conscience. Continuously he checks. And there also. And he is all pervasive also. Otherwise, if God is away from the world, how does he protect? How does he run? It's very difficult. Therefore, he needs an agent. Prophet means what? God is incapable of being all pervasive, incapable of pervading the world, incapable of being the Antaratma, inner self. Therefore, he wants a third person. He selects somebody, prophet, and sends through him. And he sends his agent, and that agent is such a vulgar agent. And then he says that agent comes and tells that I am the only prophet. And then only he tells me only through me. I say, we pray to God. No, you can't pray. You have to pray only through me. Now he has become monopolized everything. He is a monopolized agent. You say, we want to pray to God, we believe God. No, you can't pray. Because then they say, we ignore you, we will pray ourselves, God will understand us, he will guide us. He says, no. And God told me, you have to believe what I say. Otherwise I will punish you. I will punish you. Then they ask, but how do you know that you are the prophet? But there can be any number of prophets. No, there can't be. There is only one. Why? Why there should be only one? Why can't there be hundreds and thousands? No. But on what basis you say that you are the only prophet? He says 2 reasons. How do you say that you are the only prophet? He tells you 2 reasons. One is, according to your law, there are 2 witnesses. 2 witnesses prove anything. Anything according to their law, I don't know which law, all that. Details, we don't know much. We only read this little bit of their books, we don't know much. So whatever I know, I tell. According to their law, 2 witnesses prove anything. So I am showing you 2 witnesses. One is, God is witnessing on my behalf. Second is, I am telling you I am the only Son of God. 2 witnesses I have shown you. Now you must believe. I have shown you 2 witnesses. One is God is telling, another is I am telling you. Oh my God. One is He is Himself witness. Second is God is. Where did the God say? How do you know that God is the witness? Because God Himself told me. Ultimately, He is the only witness. Isn't it? He is the witness. Or God says that God told me that I am the witness. So ultimately He is the witness. Only He Himself talks of God and Himself. Now it is proven. Why don't you believe? That means there is a devil in your mind. That's why you are not believing me. People are confused. They don't know what to do. There is no common sense. There is no thinking. Whole world, first thing, these religions have come. They do first to do one thing is they destroy your common sense. They destroy your logical sense. They destroy your common sense. Then everything goes on. First thing they do is they destroy your common sense. They destroy your conscience. Common sense logic is destroyed. Your conscience is destroyed. It is the conscience that protects you. They give you such a clean conscience that whatever they say, your conscience is invalid. Only Prophet's word is valid. Even if conscience says, some people told in that book, he says that Prophet, go and kill them. And he says, it is too evil, it is too violent, how can we kill? Our conscience doesn't permit, doesn't allow me to kill them. Hey, your conscience is devil. What I am telling you is God's word, word of God. Okay? God tells through prophet, your conscience is controlled by devil, therefore don't believe your conscience, believe what I say. This is very good. This is very interesting. He says, you don't go by the conscience. If conscience is not there, everything is blind. How do you know? He says, light is devil, darkness is God. If you say, this is great God. Light, where there is light, there is no God. Because that is devil. So where there is darkness, pitch darkness, that is God. Abba, what a great religion. Whole world believes. I tell you, no sin occurs, you kill those idiots, those barbarians, you kill the fellows. Those books and those prophets and those institutions, without any second thought, you wipe them out. I think then only the sanity will come. The sanity will come. First thing is start with common sense. You may transcend the common sense, but you can't go against common sense. You can't go against it. What is real truth? It transcends. But you destroy the very common sense and ask you to believe any nonsense. Any nonsense. This is too much. It's going on endlessly. And they prevent everything. They have got huge institutions, governments, a lot of money. They have got, I think, crores and crores of missionaries. They pay them and do all kinds of manipulation. You can tell them, you can tell lies, you can cheat. You have got a clean conscience, you can cheat, you can lie, you can do anything because God permitted you to cheat and lie. And He tells them, don't be afraid, go, infiltrate into their society, boldly declare that I am the only Son. Go and boldly declare. They say, you shut up, we have our religion, we mind our life, you keep quiet. He says, no, I am telling you, yours is a devil worshipper, I am telling you the only God. Again and again they will infiltrate and forcibly come. And they say, you are talking too much, then we'll beat you. They try to slap him also. And you know what that God says, that if they slapped you, you are lucky. That God loves you, therefore go further. Go impose yourself. Force yourself further. Whole Bible is full of this Rakshasa words alone. Whole Bible full of these Rakshasa words. Now you see what he talks about. They say, bold, go and declare. Say that all your gods are devils, I am the only God. Boldly go and tell him, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. When Pope came to India some time back, I think 20-30 years ago, he told the same thing. Be bold, be courageous, go and infiltrate into them. See, it is a strategy, nothing but it is a devil's strategy. You force. If they force, first Indians are very tolerant. They tolerate. They tolerate. Even if you abuse Hindu gods, they laugh and go away. Hindus don't react. That fellow is a fool, let him talk this thing. But not only they talk, they come inside your house, they ring the bell and they open the door once inside. They keep on forcing you. If somebody is their innocent baby or children, they try to tell them. When Mother Teresa went there somebody's house to collect a donation, and there the father was there, one small baby. His son or daughter was there. Some visitor guest came. And the father went inside to bring some money. He went inside, some search somewhere from the... And by the time before he comes, the guest was there sitting. And Mother Teresa tells that baby, he is not your father. He is not your father. There is another father there somewhere. That baby, 3 or 4 years old, start crying. She doesn't understand what it is. And the father came. And after giving money, he went away. Why is she crying? The baby doesn't understand what he is doing. And the guest tells, it is that devil told this. She made it. And he was shocked. Had I known it, I would not have given this donation. These fellows come only to do this kind of mischief. And they are all angels. They are all avatars. India awards them as a Bharata Ratna. Indian government itself is another devil. It awards Bharata Ratna to these people. They only destroy people. They have nothing else to do. And we glorify them. Oh, terrible fellows. So you go boldly. That's what the whole Bible said. Go bold and declare anything. Even they say you go and you enter into the temple and then do anything, desecrate it, do anything. Boldly. If the police comes, he smiles. If arrested, yes, because I have become dearest to Jesus, because Jesus told me, they have persecuted me, they will persecute you. So that if they more persecute, you are a lucky person, go. That means it's a criminalizing. You become a greater criminal, God loves you. Go and become criminal, greater criminal. Go and tell Hindu gods are devils. Therefore, go and desecrate Hindu temples. If police arrest you, feel lucky that you have a special place in heaven. Now tell me, is this the religion? The biggest mistake is our gurus. What our gurus did is all religions are same. All religions are same. This is the biggest curse our gurus have got. They are devils, we could have handled them. But our gurus themselves are incapacitating us, disarmed us. Our gurus have disarmed us. This is the problem. Our gurus are like this. Common man is better than our gurus. Common man understands all religions are not same. Our gurus are funny fellows, very difficult people. We have a what is that? A saying, the fence itself eats the crop. Fence is supposed to protect the field, but the fence itself grazes away the whole crop. Then who will protect? Who will protect? This is a very difficult thing. So you are not supposed to think that is the only biggest solution is don't think. Don't think. People come inside your house. There is another person. He lived in America for a long time and came back to India. And then the missionaries entered. In a way they are friends, their families are friends. They are trying to talk to his mother. Believe only in Jesus. And this person, hey, don't talk to my mother. And then this fellow started questioning logically. You know what they say? Hey, you are too logical, you are unfit to follow religion. You are talking logically, you are unfit to follow religion. This is where the religion, don't think you become a good religious person. Because we can manipulate you, we can brainwash you, we can make you another devil. If you think you cannot be made devil. I think one word, they say there is a Satan and there is God. In fact, the names are reversed. Their God himself is real Satan. The Satan is real sanest person. I have seen in the whole Bible, the sanest person is Satan alone. The devil is only God. Because you don't, all devilness is only in God alone. The real says, sanest person, because God talks logically. And that Satan talks logically. God talks most illogically. Everything illogical. The greatest crimes, unimaginable crimes, I found the source of crime is Bible. We have never imagined. The most angry you are, what you do is you kill the people, that's all. In India, maximum punishment. When you are angry, what you do is kill the person. Nothing can be done. You know what they do? They kill their own babies and their blood, they cook, they mix the blood with the food and then keep the mother hungry for 3 days, and when she is unable to do, the same baby's blood, they mix it and give them. I thought, who gave this idea, this creative idea? This biblical, devilish God gave this idea. Can you imagine such an idea? No human being can imagine such an idea. The most wicked fellows cannot think of such ideas. The wickedest fellow thinks is kill, that's all. We have nothing more than killing. They play with psychology. They make the mind into terribly. First thing is you kill your baby, take away the baby, they cry for the baby, then kill the baby's blood they mix with the food. When they are terribly hungry, they feed them. Not only blood, even flesh also. Then they don't know. They thought that though they have tortured me, at least they are giving me food, they think. After eating, they tell, do you know what you have eaten? Your baby you have eaten. But who gave this idea? This great book, devilish book gave you this idea. I tell you, until these books are buried and burnt out, there is no saving for humanity. Who gives these ideas? I was wondering, who gave these ideas? We never had in India. You see them? Millions and millions of books you have. Lot of crimes are there, criminals are there. We have got all wicked people, criminals, everything. Indian society also has humanity is humanity. We have got everybody here. Criminals we have got. We have the names also, Asuras, Rakshasas, every name we have. You see them, what their work, what their thinking is. They kill people. Maximum they do is kill the people. Nothing more than that. We kill people. But these people torture you mentally. Oh. You see the Prahalada, how he killed them? He threw them from the mountain. He threw him into fire. He made the snakes to bite him. Even that itself is horrible for Indians. Oh my God, what a horrible. You read Bhagavata, the Prahalada story. That is the maximum. Hiranyakashipu is a Rakshasa. The Rakshasa, the biggest, the most wildest punishment he could think of, only these things. The most wickedest man could think of only simple things alone, killing him. That's all. That is the maximum. Therefore, in India, in childhood, we all say this. Either beat them or kill them. That's all. But this kind of psychological torture, physical torture, Islam, skin them. Have you ever seen? We have never seen, never heard in entire history, in all our Shastras. In fact, shall I tell you, in all our Indian history, Indian Puranas, religious books, whom we call demons or Rakshasas, they look like saintly compared to the biblical God or even Quranic God. They look like, Ravana looks like saintly. Hiranyakashipu looks like a saintly man. Whom we call Duryodhana looks like a saintly person. Therefore, we can't imagine. We have no words. In Indian literature, we have no words. What words to use these fellows? We cannot imagine. I tell you, read the book, you won't get sleep that night. You'll be frightened. The very reading the book, it frightens you. My God, such a terrible book. And they read it as a holy book. I'm surprised to see. Nobody, that's why Hindus have never read these two books, because it's a boring books. Right from childhood I have been trying. I could not read Bible in one stretch in my life. I say 70 years old, I am nearing 70, 69 years old. I tried how many times, I could not read. There is nothing but nonsense in it. No thinking at all. I come to proceed one or two pages and leave out, one or two pages and leave out. So many times I tried. I thought, let me read at least one round. Unable to read. Unable to read, not even once. And that is made as a book. Amazing. It is a great decadence. That way, they dismiss European atheists, most of the intellectuals are atheists alone. I found in Europe, I don't know much, but whatever little I know about Europe, most of the intellectuals are atheists alone. But I found they talk more sane way. They talk very sanely. They are very good people. They talk very reasonably, legitimately, very normally they talk. But only extreme thing is they just talk mocking God, mocking religion, mocking prayers, bhakti, etc. They mock them, heaven and all that, they mock them and they make fun of them. But they talk, remaining other things, they talk nicely. European atheists are good people. And the religious people are most dirty people. We too have certain religions, but we never saw this kind of religion. Even if the most fanatic, whatever he does on his own. He doesn't eat something, he doesn't do something. Some people stand. Have you ever seen in Kashi and other people? Khada Baba. For 20 years he did not sit and did not lie down, only standing. His legs will swell like this. He only stands like this. He take baths standing alone. If he has to sleep, he will put hangs from the tree or some place. He will put some small desk he carries. In that thing, and not desk, a small, a plate like this, wooden plate. And on that he put his hands and sleeps like that. Or if window is like this, standing alone he sleeps. That's all. He is standing, he takes bath, standing, everything standing alone. For years together he lives. That is his fanaticism. Indian fanaticism is very amusing. All fanaticism is they follow, but they don't impose on others. You have to follow. If you don't follow, I'll kill you. This kind of we don't have. He follows anything on himself. Some people will sleep on the thorns. Some people will bury his head in the earth and then leave it like that. They do all funny things, but all they do on themselves. They never impose on others. This God, these prophets are most terrible, I tell you, unimaginably terrible. In whole Indian history, in all literature, we never find such terrible fellows. We have got all asuras. They follow on their own. A few places they do. They snatch your property and then do such things, that's all. But as long as you follow them, they leave you. Your religion, certain things, they leave you. They don't impose religion on you. They never impose religion. They only say that you take me as your ruler. In your personal things, we leave you. Therefore, Indians didn't understand when these Christians and Muslims came to India. They thought that if their religion, even if their wickedest religion, so what, let them follow. What will they do? They will take over the kingdom, the throne, and try to rule it. Let them rule, so what? They may put little rules. Does not we live our life? We don't expect anything from them. If they want us to pay taxes, we will pay taxes and we live our life. Okay, let them rule. Therefore, they thought they are like any other people. They are not ordinary people. Hindus didn't understand. Even now they don't understand. Because our history is distorted, as Muslim rulers have been very great, saintly people have came to save us. These Christian missionaries came to save us. This is what our history books write. But once they came, they started entering into small villages. House to house they go and rape them, kill them and snatch the property. Hindus never thought that warriors do like that. Warriors wage war with another warrior. And they wage on a field, battlefield. We don't touch the normal, ordinary individuals, never enter the villages, never enter the houses. If you enter the villages, you may ask for food. People will give you happily. Even if you are enemy side, after all, hunger is nobody's mistake. It is a nature given. Even if they're enemy side, people give them food. Just one example I'll give you. A war is going on in Vijayanagara, in here alone, Rakkasi Tangadi in Karnataka alone. War was going on for 5 to 6 months. 5 months. There itself, neighboring villages were going by the side of warriors with all weapons. They'd never touch them. Women, children, everybody goes them freely. They start sowing seeds and cultivating the field. It is going on. They give water. They watch sometimes and again do their work. And the crop came up. They are carrying the crop. Still war is going on. Warriors never touch ordinary people, civilians people. Never. In fact, it is like a drama. They come and stand and see them. Sometimes they just see them. They give water and food to both the people. Hindus watch both the sides. They give water and food to both the people. They watch. So whoever is heroic and they respect them. So that's a different. Even if he died, if he fought heroically, still they respect them. This is simple. It is the Islam brought. Whoever comes to watch the war, kill them. Kill them also. And they snatch their property. Women, young, then kidnap them. Hindus never understood. Are they human beings? They do like this? And they called kings, warriors and all that. What is this? We never heard of this thing. We never thought of it. In our whole history, we never had these things. We suffered, most of them, because of this ignorance alone. Our history ignorance, our king's ignorance, our gurus double ignorance. Our gurus thought that all religions are same. This is the biggest punishment they have given us. Even now, Hindus have not recovered. Even now, not recovered. You talk to many people, they say, yes, all religions are same. True, they say, all are same. All of them talk of Advaita. If all of them talk of Advaita, then why are we doing all these things? This is very difficult to understand. Hindus are very strange people. You tell them, it is there in their Quran, in their book. It is written like that. It is not these people are innovating or inventing. It is there in the holy book only. No, what Hindus say? Oh, they don't know their own religious book. How can religious book tell like that? How can God tell like that? They don't know their religion. It means this, they give their own Vedantic interpretation to Quran and Bible. They give Vedantic interpretation and they laugh at them. Oh, they themselves don't know. That is not religion. Religion is like this. Big educated people, liars. One boy says that. He talked to his father. His father is an advocate. And he tells that it is there in their book like that. That's why they are behaving. He says they themselves don't know. It is not ordinary Muslim. They are mullahs, they are maulvis. They are important, highly educated people. He says they too don't know their religion. Religion is great. They don't know. This is the illusion Hindus have. Very difficult fellows. So, Ishvara is both Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. Okay? He is both maker and material. The maker and material, when you accept Ishvara as both, what happens? One is two things. From this, two conclusions emerge. One is he is all pervasive. He is the truth of the entire universe. He is forming the basis of the entire universe. Second is he is the Antaratma. He is the witnessing in your everybody's Atma, everybody's mind. He is there as a consciousness in everybody. Otherwise, body is totally away. We just don't know what is he, where is he, how is he. There is no way of knowing also. And so you can't search for God at all. No searching is possible. No searching is possible. Only he himself has to send one prophet. And we don't know whether he is a real prophet, he is a fake fellow, he is claiming falsely. There is no way of verifying. And prophet comes and tells that, you see, God has selected me to be prophet. Therefore, you have to listen to me. God has told me, he selected me, and he gave me some message, you have to listen. They say, has he really given you? Yes. What is the proof? That also he told me. He told me the proof also myself. Message is also myself. God gave me, that is, for everything I am the proof. Now you only supposed to listen. He says, okay, I am not convinced, let me follow my own religion, my ancestors' religion. No, you have no choice. You have to listen to me, otherwise God asked me to kill you. You have no choice. I must kill you. Oh my God, where will you go? How dare you reject God's prophet? I am God's prophet. How dare you reject? My God, where will you go? What do you call this? What do you call this? This is terrible thing. This is terrible thing. And it's going on. Nowadays only they used more sweet language, that's all. But this is the terrible idea is same. They started talking very sweetly these days. But the idea is same. So they say you claim yourself and then do anything. So no thinking, no understanding, and you are supposed to accept it blindly. This destroys everything. You can't search. You don't know what it is. Directly you can't pray to God. Directly you can't do anything. Only thing through prophet alone. All your prayers will go waste. God will reject your prayers. They say we have guru, we have some saintly people. All saints will go to hell because they have not become Christians. Your Veda Vyasa, your Shankaracharya, your Krishna, your Rama will go to eternal hell because they have not become Christians. Your Shankaracharya will definitely go to eternal hell. I will go to eternal hell according to them. because you have not believed us, you have not accepted Jesus. He said, we didn't know anything. Doesn't matter. Even if you don't know it, you are evil, you will go to hell. That's all. Yes. He said, but if God has to send, but He should have sent it to everybody. They say, we don't know what it is, but this is the truth. You will understand it after going to heaven. You will understand what we say is the truth. I talked to some missionaries. They say, then if God has to send, then He should have, before Jesus was born, what happens then? Before Christ, then they all passed away without believing Jesus. Where will they go? He says only after Jesus came alone you have to believe. Then before Jesus came, where will they go? They all will go to hell. Then why should God send them to hell? He should have sent in the first day of the creation. Along with Adam alone, He should have created Jesus. Why didn't they create? Along with Adam, He should have created Jesus. Then everybody would believe. Then what was God doing? Sleeping? What was He doing? Only after 4,000 years of creation, He just woke up that He sends Jesus. Then His own mistake, He should correct it. Even before Jesus came, also they will be liberated. They will be saved. You should return. No, you can't be saved. You should be saved only with Jesus. Then what will happen to those people previous? And what will happen to those who don't even know about Jesus? We are not responsible. They say, it is in our book, we don't know. That those who believe Jesus alone, those who know Him alone will go to heaven. All other people will go to hell. This is justice. How do you say this is justice? We cannot tell you because it is not there in our book. But after going there, after dying, you will understand how this is correct. This is also a very logical statement, isn't it? Very, very highly spiritual, philosophical statement. These are the fellows, devils, if there are any, these are the fellows. These books, these people, and these things are real devils. I talked to some of the people. We see everywhere here also. They have all freedom. They ring the bell, enter your house, force you. You have to listen. It is a word of God. You must listen. He said, we don't want to listen. No, you can't. If you say anything, police will come and arrest you. They will complain. See, they will complain to the police. Police will come and arrest you if you refuse it. What is this going on? What are these all government, whether whichever party, whether so-called Hindu party, BJP, and all these are rogues alone. All these are rogues destroying Hinduism. All the parties are equally devils only. Nobody is caring. If we are alive only because of God's blessing, we are alive. Otherwise, we would have been killed long before. We are alive only by God's. I think if you come to India, you will believe that there is God. Because we are alive in spite of all these devils only because of God's blessing. Otherwise, they would have killed long before. They have been trying even now. But somehow it is God alone preventing them. We are surviving somehow. Because our own gurus are helping them. All religions are same. If Guru himself helps you, if the mother himself throws away the baby into fire, who will protect? Who will protect? Our gurus themselves throw all of us into these devilish religions. So where will we go? They say all religions are same. Then where will you go? Who will tell us? Who will protect us? It's a very miserable condition. We don't know how we survive. We are surviving. That is a great blessing of God. If you want to see the working of God, see us that we are alive. In spite of our Guru's teaching, we are alive as Hindus. That God alone is a proof. This is the proof that God is here to protecting us. In spite of our Guru's taking side of these enemies, we are alive. Our politicians are working against us. Police is working against us. Intellectuals, universities are working against us. And then Gurus are also working against us. Still we are alive. Common people. We can't go against anybody. We can't, if I criticize, my God, what will happen to my... If I criticize Gurus, without taking the name, I am telling, if I take the name, they will pounce on me. Without taking the name of Guru, I am telling about general word Gurus. If I take the name, what will happen to me? So politicians, you can't process. Police also can't do that. Somehow we are living. I don't know, it's a big question mark, it's a mystery. If there is any mystery, Hindus are alive, is a mystery. Greatest mystery on the earth. We are alive. I don't know how many years we will live, how many people we will live, or we may get wiped out, or we may get killed, or we may become Allahu Akbar, or Jesus is the only way. Like this, all this, we keep on doing this thing. Okay. So, this also we need to know. Because where the mistake lies, your common sense is killed in the name of God. Basic thing, first God is your common sense. Your eyes and ears, this is the basic God. Preliminary God. First, a dim light of God is only your basic conscience, your mind, your intellect, your sense organs, your thought. With this you search and find out the full God, complete God. If this is killed, where will you go? Your eyes are plucked out and will show you God. Andre, how can you show? We pluck out your eyeballs, will show you God. They say, oh, how lucky I am. Will you show? Yes, I'll show you, definitely you come. First thing is, we will pluck out your eyeballs and show you God. Oh, okay, yes, please show me. Once your eyes are gone, what will you see? What will you see? You see only darkness. That's what they are doing. You pluck out and then see. And they have got powerful institutions. They have got money. More than our Hiranyakashipu, they have got big kingdoms, money, people. They buy the governments. Oh, they buy people. They buy the very governments. There is nobody. Therefore, people should be aware and don't destroy them, question them, prevent them. Otherwise, our first thing is, they can do, that's why in our asuras, only economic power and money. Only power and money is given to them. Religion is not touched by our asuras, all our rakshasas, pauranika rakshasas. You take any rakshasa, they took money and power. We allowed them, let them take. If we are poor, we can live. If we don't have power, we can live. At least we have our spirituality, religion, we follow dharma and we live our life. But these devils start with religion alone. They look like very poor people without any money. But they touch you. First thing is, these are religious devils. These are religious asuras. Therefore, Hindus didn't understand. We found all our asuras are without religion, without spirituality. Spirituality is left out. So at least that they have lived. Therefore, Hindus didn't bother. If we live poor life, it doesn't matter. After all, basic living is okay. We spend our time in Vedanta and we learn Vedanta and live life, spiritual life, and we follow the truth and live, understand the truth. So if they don't give money, okay, we give the minimum money, that is enough. We'll work for them and have money and leave them. Power we don't have, we are not interested in power and money. At least they give us the freedom to live our spiritual life, we live, we thought. Therefore, Hindus thought, doesn't matter, let them come. But you can't afford to do like that. Because they are not after money and power. Money and power is only means. Their basic thing is they want to destroy your conscience. They want to destroy your conscience, your spirituality, your religion, and eternally you will remain. You have got only biblical thoughts. All other books are destroyed. All other theologies are destroyed. So you cannot think alternative theology also in Europe and America. You can't think. Here we have got plenty of theology. If one goes wrong, at least you can think of other. You have no alternative. There is only one. Either accept it or reject it. That's all. Alternative you are not given. Therefore, some people live as an atheist a few years, 10 years, 20 or 30 years. In old age, they'll come back to the same God because you have no other one. Because after all, human being needs a God, a faith and God and prayers, etc. But that's a human need. Because just as food and water is a need, religion is also a need. It is the deepest need, in fact. Because insecurity, fear is there. Insecurity is there. So everybody needs religion. But you give them healthy religion? No. We give only this thing. If you are atheist, doesn't matter. These days, they were killing in those days. Now they don't kill you. They leave you. They allow you to live as an atheist. How long you live, let us see. 10 years, 20 years, as long as you are young, forceful, you will live as an atheist. Once you become an old man, you come back to the same church, same God, same idiot. Again, you pray to the same fool, same devil you pray. Because where will you go? Because you have no other alternative. In India, we have got plenty of things, plenty gurus, plenty forms. You can search whichever suits you, you can take it and leave out others. Whichever suits your thinking, you can. But there they don't allow only one. Either accept or reject. After a few years, you live as an atheist, again come back to same God, same church. I see them. A fellow who leaves Christianity joins Islam. A fellow leaves Islam, comes to Christianity. Only two, there is no third one. They either that and this, that and... I see the many Muslims, I am ex-Muslim, I don't like this Quran and all these things, he will criticize the Prophet and all that. After some time, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years again, he becomes a Christian. I say, wonder why the Bible is also same. Bible, Quran, there is no difference. Same God, same Prophet, same thought. Why did he become this thing? And one fellow, he says, I don't like Christianity, and he left. Okay, let me see. He keeps on criticizing living, I hate it, and after some time he became Muslim. It's a wonder. Then I told them, why don't you talk to them? Hindus say, we don't teach them. We don't force them. If they come, we will teach. If they come to us, we shall teach. But we won't impose anything on them. If they come to us, approach us, we will teach them. Therefore, they won't never approach. They will either leaving Bible, they go to Quran, they leaving Quran, they come to Bible. They remain within that alone. This is the Hindu problem. Hindus just don't understand. Ultimately, both of them catch you. If they both of them united, Hindus are gone. That's what is happening in India. They convert each other, they kill each other. Bible followers and Quranic followers. But when they are united, they are against Hindus. Hindus are unable to understand. We may kill ourselves among ourselves. That we don't touch, we remain silent. But both of them combined, we fight against him. Hindus are becoming helpless. Okay? So, for a spirituality to survive, you need, that's why our Bhagavad Gita says, spirituality is with scholars, with brahmanas, scholars, sadhakas, thinkers, philosophers. But you need a political power and money to protect society, to protect the people, freedom of the people, to be able to live this religion, to be able to follow them, guide them, teachers, institutions, education, this should be protected. No, so all the devils, those who want is money, power, take them. But this you leave, don't interfere in this thing. You take money and power, but this you leave them. Therefore, all throughout our history, thousands and thousands of years of history and Puranas, this is what we found. Asura means money, power. The religion, they never interfered. Spirituality, religion, dharma, they never interfered. They gave it to people, left it to people. People thought, okay, we may have little disadvantage, but we live on our own, doesn't matter, we don't mind. We will sacrifice few advantages. But it is not simply sacrificing. They don't allow you, they destroy your books. Your books they destroy your temples, they kill your gurus, and they don't allow you to take the name of your Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Vedanta, nothing. Nothing should be visible even. Even for the archaeology department to do search also, they won't allow you to find anything. If by accidentally something remains buried on the earth, it will remain. But if they come to know, they will destroy. There are some inscriptions in Europe, so much destroyed that which language is it, what was it, nobody is able to read them. They destroyed everything. If there is a real devils, they are the devils. The God is the real devil who destroys civilizations, kills people, makes them another army of devils only. So they torture themselves, they kill their co-religions and they kill others also. Nobody can live. They don't allow them to live peacefully. They don't allow them to search, and healthy religion is impossible. Hatred is the basis of religion. God hates, their prophet hates, their followers hate, and unless they hate, they can't live. God says, I am jealous God. He says, I am jealous God. We have some books recently have come up in Telugu. He was a Christian before, and he later changed. Then he wrote a book, The Nature of Biblical God. Simple, it is in Telugu. I am trying to translate it in English. I am too busy, I am unable to do it. He did it very beautifully in Telugu. His name is Karunakar Suguna. Karunakar Suguna. He keeps on talking on YouTube also. He speaks in Telugu. He doesn't know English. He speaks in Telugu. He has thoroughly studied Bible. Every sentence of it is studied, contemplated for years together. Years together he has done it. And he says that the nature of biblical God. Our Shastras say, Arishadvarga. Have you ever heard of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya? I think I don't have to translate it, you understand it. This much, these few Sanskrit words you know. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. 6 enemies. So, a common man is advised, try to avoid these 6 enemies, these 6 bad qualities. So, develop positive qualities in you. Then only you will be able to follow religion, follow God, and then reach God. So, these are the things. But if you take out the biblical God, God has all the 6 qualities in abundant measure. He has shown with quotation everything. This biblical God has got all these 6 qualities, Arishadvarga, in abundant measure. And he has shown it's a very good book. I have in Holy Narsipura. I told them, he sent me freely. Yes, Swamiji, for you, we'll give you freely. They gave me freely. I was surprised. He has done very beautifully in Telugu. I am trying to translate. If somebody has time, somebody can do it into English, it would have been nice. I did few pages. Still I am trying to do. It should come into English and then let people know the nature of biblical God. He has shown quotation. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. All 6 qualities, not one quotation. For each quality, plenty of quotations. Surprising. That is the problem. Okay, just 5 minutes we will go with the topic. Yatpuna pruchasi katam nisprapanchasya bhuta bhavadadi rupatvam iti. So if Ishvara is the cause of the universe, so one point he says, if that Ishvara before he created the world, before the world he alone existed, because the world was with him only. It has to come out of him only. There was no world, he alone. He alone means what? It doesn't mean he sits in a corner. There is no space and time. He is everything. He is infinite. There is no space and time because space and time is a part of the world. World is not yet created. He remains timeless. Timeless means what? Is there any specific location? Spaceless means what? He is everything. Spaceless means all pervasive. Timeless means all time he exists. Without world means what? Whole world is himself. Then means whole, everything is infinite, is Paramatma. So, you call him Sarvagnya. Sarvagnya means omniscient. How does he become omniscient? Nakal vayam eki bhavasya shupte eva avasthayam bhavati atmana jivasya jagato va. तत्वमसि इति श्रुत्या ब्रह्मात्मभावस्य अनवस्थाविशेषनिबन्धनत्वश्रवणात् वाचारम्भणं विकारो नामधेयं ब्रह्म ब्रह्मात्मैकत्वस्वरूपत्वावधारणाच्च सर्वस्य जगता तथापि स्वप्नजागरितयोस्तु अविद्याकल्पितप्रपञ्च तदाभाससम्पर्कादि विभाव्यमानं पररूपापत्य आभासम् अपेक्ष तस्याप्युपशमात् सुषुप्तौ स्वात्मनि प्रलीव इव भवतीति एकीभूतः यथोक्त पररूपत्वाभासमपेक्ष जागृत साक्षिणो वैश्वानर संज्ञत्वं he knows everything. He is the past, present and future. How is he? Because he Ishvara who is in Sushupti, the Sushupti Swarupam is Ishvara. In waking and dream state, where is he? Does he exist in waking and dream state also? If he exists, where does he exist? He exists as the wakeful consciousness. In the dream, he exists as the entire dream consciousness. The Sushupti, wakeful consciousness, dream they are not three, they are not one only. The same Sushupti, with reference to waking world, it forms as a wakeful consciousness as the basis of entire waking state. The same wakeful consciousness forms the basis of entire dream state. The same thing without world remains itself. The same wakeful consciousness without the waking world means waking world is dissolved, merged into it. He alone remains. That is Sushupti. Sushupti is not in another entity separate. It is not separate. It is the same underlying all the three states. That is Ishvara. Therefore, he himself is pervading the entire waking state. Where is Ishvara? Pervades the entire waking state. Therefore, he is the past, he is present, he is future. The same Ishvara, the same wakeful consciousness is the past, he is present, he is future. He is all the three. That means he is entire world, in short. Time is not outside him. He pervades the entire time. Past is within him, present is within him, future also within him. He himself is not bound by time, he is timeless. That's what the idea. Next, yadi eka eva sakshi chit swarupaha sarvatra. Okay? I'll take few more minutes. Chit swarupaha sarvatra katam tarhi bhagavan tatra atmanah sushupti ajñatvam nahi tatra kinchit jnayate kenapi apicha yadi tatra ishvarattvameva jivasyapi. Question changing. If Sushupti is consciousness, then why do we experience as total ignorance? It's a good question. It is another question, totally changes. Why do we experience it as total ignorance? Okay? Apicha yadi tatra ishvarattaveva jivasyapi katham nityajnana swarupasyapi akinchitnyatvam tatra. If Jiva is also Ishvara alone, but in Sushupti, why do we remain as totally ignorant? If it is total consciousness, why do we remain totally ignorant? This is a good question, another question. I think we'll answer tomorrow. Okay? We'll answer these things. After this, then Turiya. Turiya comes. We'll finish it. Turiya we will cover. We'll finish it. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat.